Hey guys, it's Brother Bread here. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Today is the day after Christmas. And I wanted to share something out of Deuteronomy. So I'm in the process of reading the Old Testament, and I'm in Deuteronomy. I didn't start yesterday or today. I started a little bit ago. And I just reached Deuteronomy, and chapter 1 just really received there's a good, powerful word in this. And I just want to share my feelings and thoughts of man, when I read it, it's man, how the Lord really touches my heart through his word. And I do want to reiterate, so I don't want to be your pastor or necessarily your teacher. You need to be in church and have those people in position. They are there for you and for that, okay? I do not want to take anybody's place in that. You need to be a part of that, your church, your local church, and with your pastor and with your teachers. And so yeah, I do want to reiterate that. This is more of me just expressing man, how the Lord's speaking to me through his word, or just my experiences or testimonies or stuff like that. That's kind of my goal. Although sometimes it will come out like a teaching. And if so, just double check or go to your pastor or your teacher first and foremost if something is accurate or not. But I do really want to try my best to make sure I'm not trying to pastor you guys and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to encourage. That's the point. So these videos are to post as your fellow brother what I'm going through, what I'm reading, and just sharing that with other brothers who are here watching, brothers and sisters. And yeah, that we're all in this together. We're a family, and we're all called to walk with the Lord and to walk in righteousness. And yeah, this channel is just to encourage us to do that. And yeah, here we go. Anyways, so I think I already just explained how there's the lack of faith of basically the people of Israel for not wanting to go to this land that God had told them that was going to be theirs, that he promised them. It's the promised land. And so God is upset with them. And he tells them, he's like, you didn't go when I told you. You didn't believe, even though I told you all these things, and I've done all these things. And so in verse 43, we're going to go 45, just so we're going to end it a little bit early. So this is the reaction of God. And it says, so you came back and you cried before Jehovah, or you cried before God. But God, or Jehovah, didn't listen to your voice. He didn't even lend you an ear. And this is me translating it. And that's how God responds to their crying out. So this is a passionate thing. They're anguished, right? This is a crying out. And so it's not like this is a very vulnerable state of them, right? These are children crying out to their father for help. And this is the response that we see. So it's a very strong scene. And so we see a very passionate response from God. He said, you came back, you returned, and you cried before the Lord. But the Lord did not hear your voice, and he didn't even lend you, he didn't lend you an ear. And so that just touched my heart. It touched my heart, and I wanted to share it because that is a very powerful response, and maybe not in a at least in today's society, a positive response, right? And so it spoke to me because it's a teaching lesson. It's an example. That is an example. We have this people of God, the people of God, let's say the church today, and God is telling us to do something, and we're not. We are unfaithful, and we're unfaithful because we're not doing it, right? Because the lack of action shows that there is a lack of faith. And God's response, we know how he will respond based on the history in these examples, because God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. So I really don't think we can ignore this. Personally, I am not ignoring this. I want to be obedient, and I want to listen to the voice of God and what he wants me to do. And of course, if we fail, we can ask for forgiveness, and he is just and patient and merciful to forgive. But the point and the idea that we need to remember is that he is a passionate God, and it's not pleasing to him when we don't trust him and we don't believe him and we're not faithful to him. And we see that in the New Testament. It says we can quench the Holy Spirit. And so yeah, let us be faithful. And that's my prayer for myself. Let me be faithful, Lord. Help me to believe in you, and help me to remember everything you've done in my life, and to help me just to walk in what you have for me and what you call me to. And so, yep, that's basically out of the reading for today. That's the thing that spoke to me. And so, yeah, my prayer is just to continue to be faithful, and to really look to please the Lord and to obey him, and to serve him and not the world and not man, and to fall away from him, because it's not good, and it's not what the Lord wants from us. And so anyways, God bless you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.